You're listening to the StarFall Actual Play Podcast. It's a combination of short stories, audio dramas, and actual roleplay to tell a much larger story. So in this episode, Turbo, where have you been?
A battle cry. And this weasel comes out of and just lands in your hands.
Okay. You recorded the cuddles? Oh, you are such a sook. Okay, as I was saying, in this episode, the party encounters the, inner workings of pirate life. In fact, we meet two new characters. Turbo, could you stop playing that? I know it's adorable. Yes, adorable. But just stop playing that. So, as I was saying, now if you would like to support this podcast, there's a couple ways you can do that. One, please tell other people about the show. Send them links to the show. Send them links to my webpage, www.jackmonkeygames.com. You can become a Patreon backer. Patreon backers get cool things like early access to shows, access to the outtakes episodes. We also have special animations that no one else gets to see. There are also things like you can download the RPG when it's ready. Well, in the meantime, you can go to the wiki page where the players are actually using to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Let's see. And for the $20 backers, this month I am sending them a special gift. Yes, a physical gift. Ooh.
This episode contains strong language like scrup, skadonk, and now and then Terry talks about work. Listener discretion is advised.
Captain, the church is hot on our tail.
Helm, get us out of here.
Yes, Captain. All ahead full.
Battle station. Helm, evasive maneuvers. Engineering report.
We lost power during secondary drive, but I can get it running again. Quick, hand me that cable.
Fire plasma cannons.
Firing plasma cannons.
Engineering, when can we have star drive?
Captain, I need another 5 minutes.
Engineering, that's not good enough. Target their engines.
Yes, Captain. Starting star drive calculations. Should have a jump window shortly. This is the navigator speaking. Prepare for emergency jump.
Geared up on the pirate ship, got off the rock.
Correct.
So if I remember right, it was the church, correct, that made that broadcast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
On our heads?
Yep.
So the thing was...
How the hell did the church know we were in the thicket?
We don't know yet.
The thicket, yeah.
They knew. Point, they
Informers.
tried.
Yeah, I get that they knew. That's not my question.
How?
Did they know we were in the thicket?
We don't know how.
We don't
Like,
know.
isn't
We
the
don't yet.
thicket supposed to be completely neutral territory and not tell the church?
Yes, but if
it's-
they put a tracker on our ship, we don't know if that's how they found us.
Yeah. Church could
But
have
then they
spies
wouldn't have
too,
lost
I'd
us in
imagine.
the first place, right? Then they wouldn't have lost us in the first place.
Well, they
Like,
might
seriously,
have
why
wanted
would
us
the
to think we lost them.
thicket allow us to come onto the thicket and say, like, this is neutral territory? And I just, something don't smell right.
I got a feeling the GM's gonna get real tricky.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I need more experience points.
your sensors, I don't know what I can do on this ship. What can I do on this ship?
Follow us.
Well, at the moment, that's not much of a concern as you guys are loading up. The captain says, all hands on deck.
I'm listening to the captains, all hands on deck. Would you guys shut up?
All unnecessary crew members into your cabins.
I head to the bridge because I'm sensor operator and I need to do that.
All hands on deck. Then what happens?
Lava goes to the bridge because
Why?
she's a sensor operator on this ship and needs to be on the bridge.
Jerry is just looking around after the announcement of like all unnecessary crew members go back to the cabin room. It's like,
Before we go back to my cabin, I check on Riza.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any octopod kind of accommodation on this pirate ship? Do I have to help Riza create something?
No, you see that there's an octopod being carried by a human, and they're running towards the engine room.
Alright, so I get Riza ensconced someplace, reckoning that Riza's just going to be on standby for possible medic. I'm expecting also that Riza's probably not very sober at this point because they've been on shore leave.
Yeah.
We're in a bar for
And
at least half
apparently,
an hour.
Jerry carries Riza home, and my job is to make sure that Riza has the right chemical makeup in Riza's tank.
Detoxifying him.
Thwart a hangover.
And then what you see is there's a human female. She's the first notable thing is that she only has one natural arm left. All the rest are cybernetic. And she goes, "You folks, this way." She goes, "Okay, the Gadar goes in here, the octopod in here, wherever you fit," and points at Jerry. And then everyone else can have these other two staterooms. Don't touch the other stuff because they belong to crew members and they're rather particular about their stuff.
But what if it's nice stuff?
They're particularly
Then
particular
double
about
yourself.
it.
I'm joking, I've got my own nice stuff.
We are technically pirates.
Well, you had your own nice stuff. It's probably left on.
Well, when I
Terry's
ran,
ship or
when I
something.
ran off the ship, I made sure that I had my police tech kit and my my tech gaunt and my stun gun. I'm sure that Riza would have grabbed all the med kits that Riza could have carried. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I grabbed two anti-grav packs just in case.
Okay.
Because I got lots of arms to carry things.
So
Best porter in the world, galaxy, universe, something.
So what you guys hear is, or more like you feel the ship shake a couple times as
Ship shake.
as the hull has been hit by something. A few of them sound like they're rocks bouncing off the hull, as if they're not even trying to dodge the asteroids as they escape. And then a few of them sound like explosive damage, like maybe a missile hit close, but not quite. And shock waves.
Is there any way that I can use the police comm link that I've got in my police tech kit to kind of plug into sensors and comms to try to get a feel for what's going on?
No. But one of the things about Confederate vessels, whether they're pirates or not, is that their systems are not linked together. They're very paranoid about artificial intelligence and the damages they can cause. From there, you hear announcement from the navigator.
This is the navigator station. Prepare for emergency jump.
Navigator is saying that they will be reaching Starfall in 3 minutes. This is a emergency jump. We do not have a designation. Be prepared. Now, all of you who have done any space travel whatsoever knows that going into star travel feels like being thrown up against a marshmallow while stoned. It's just this weird sensation.
Just the best.
So I look around. I look around
Yeah, that's
for what
right, you
looks to be the comfiest bunk, and I grab a nice pillow and I lie down and I strap myself down and I put the pillow over my face.
Now, a undesignated jump, which is basically they're jumping, but they're not really giving you a lot of information, or it's the navigator's just going, what the hell? We're going here, and it's just to escape. That feels like doing it while upside down, stoned, drunk, after you've been boxing for 12 hours.
So I want to say that Terry's just going to look at his dad and go, I guess we're doing this. I guess we should find some whiskey.
Yeah, and we know what they say about being upside down. Maybe we should just get upside down.
That's it. It's all fun and games.
Play up.
It's all fun and games until you're upside down.
Well, you know all about that.
Yeah.
Do we have to just go randomly? Because don't I know where everything is?
You have
to get
You're
out
not
of
part of the
being
crew.
there.
You're
Don't we
you're an
wanna go somewhere
unnecessary.
where there is like the least amount of.
Well, that's the thing is that doing that calculation takes hours.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you know where stuff is. You have to know where you are, when you are, and where you're going to is, and the best, fastest way to get there without going past churches.
Or through black holes.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Or yeah.
Or
So
planets.
because there's no AI,
We need atrium.
navigation is a combination of computer calculations and ship navigators. And ship navigators are cherished because they tend to keep their star charts in their heads.
There's secrets.
Or they keep them in secret places because every time a navigator goes from point A to point B, and they can do the calculation faster, they intuitively and through experience start to learn the fastest ways to get there. And there's no one way to get to something through StarFall. And StarFall is a calculation that's not just about the spatial distances and the start and the finish, it's also about the momentum and the mass of the ship you're on. So, yeah, there's a whole... We don't have a navigator on the ship, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of giving you some background because I've played a navigator. But there's a whole mass of stats associated with being a navigator and having certain routes between certain places that are just yours. Kind of think of the early days of colonization and like the Dutch ship navigators who had navigation charts on their big sail ships that became in and of themselves priceless. Because they knew how the currents went. It's kind of the same thing.
Navigation's still a big thing today.
Which I don't have.
But it's become really an issue in this universe because in the days of AI, the AIs could just do it, but then they couldn't. And if
Yeah.
you navigate wrong, so going into Starfall without having a plot of where you're going to come out, you never know how long you're going to be in there, and you could literally come out inside a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pretty much is like if, for example, if you get a calculation wrong and your drive fails, you can starve to death because your cries for help won't reach another planet for like 50 years. So yeah, navigators are a big deal.
I think I'd rather do that than fly straight into a star.
Yeah.
But
Well,
at
at
like Mach 100 billion.
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna try looking for a room in which Jerry can actually fit into for a minute, and failing to find that, I will tie myself to a fucking column if I have to.
Okay. So when you feel you feel the engine start to warm up and rumble, and then it goes silent for a second. And then all of a sudden, you feel like everything got shifted behind you. It's just this really odd feeling. Not enough that I have to require rolls or anything, but it's just this extremely odd sensation.
It's like the combination of when you go up and over like a dip and your stomach rises and falls.
Oh, like falling out of a plane.
when you're accelerating in a car and you get shoved back into your seat at the same time, and you're doing a loop-de-loop in a roller coaster. Does that sound about right? Yeah.
I honestly would freaking love that feeling.
Okay.
It's what we know about your proclivities, Terry. Thank you very much.
It's just like real life too. Real good.
So now what happens is that the it stops. It's not so violent anymore, but there's this kind of low rumble that doesn't seem to go away.
We're in hyperspace. We're in.
And all of your comm links now show offline. They take a second to connect, and now they're only connected to each other. So basically, there's no 4G.
Only H+. That's the worst kind.
Nowhere.
Yeah. We're going too fast to connect anything, really.
Yeah.
So while we're
I
floating
start
about
looking
in
for a
space,
swimming pool.
Wait, did Primtel get it? Did you get on the Sandman?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen? She was on my ship.
we went through this.
Wow.
Where were you?
Did I just miss out on a whole part of the
what time is
section?
it? It's still
We were catching Primtel up.
It's still early. Okay.
Oh, the night's only just begun, GM.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Sorry. I must have been dipping chips or something, I don't know.
Just know that Primtel is somehow on the ship.
Like, seriously, he comes into my house, doesn't give me a hug, hello.
Eat your food.
He eats my food. He's sitting at my table. We're having a conversation, sitting right here next to all of us, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to strap myself down to a bunk.
I heard that bit, but then I'm like...
But he was thinking something entirely different. Work-related. He was just...
I don't know how you ran from my ship. I missed that part. I missed the part where you ran from our
We
ship.
had a recap,
Strapping
and
some-
in that recap, it was
He's like
explained that
strapping
all
down
y'all
to one of
came
my
onto
bunks.
your
Yeah,
ship
okay,
to
that
get
makes
weapons
sense.
First, which is how we got the uber fuck nasty in order to. And in that process, you actually gathered the invisible alien in the corner that you paid no attention to ever.
No, I made you my first mate. Come on.
Only to get me
How
to
do you
shut up so
remember
you
that,
could
but not
continue to
how-
ignore me.
Because I trust you.
God. I am starting to hate humans more and
Do you
more.
want-
By the minute,
You know
I'm
what?
going for a swim.
You know what?
Okay.
Seriously.
Primtel,
I
I'm
get
sorry.
Out of the same bunk room where I had tied myself down next to him and Daddy here having whiskey.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand freaking StarFall and they don't get it. And I'm like, whatever. Yeah,
totally get it.
whatever. Freaking, rookies. And I get up and I'm like, right, well, that's done then. I'm going for a swim. And this Nimrod over here is like, how did you get on this ship? Which makes me think he actually wanted to leave me on his ship on a freaking pirate planet.
My ship,
Where
though.
I
He tried
have
to give you a
a
ship.
$5,000 where I have a thanks to him $5,000 price on my head.
Actually, thanks to Arcady.
So you passing blame, so we're even now. You think it's my fault? Look, I got whiskey, let's cheers, and you're on the ship, hold on.
You're the worst.
Primtel!
As I walk out the door looking for a swimming pool, I use my lower left hand to, behind me, smack his whiskey out of his hand and up into his face.
I catch it.
Rough, but fair.
Could I roll for this?
I'll
You don't waste whiskey.
Don't waste
I'll allow you to roll to catch the whiskey. You have to-
I'll roll. I'll roll.
Alright.
It's gonna be something really hard.
I got
like
a feeling that I'm going
like
to have
a 20 or something like
chat
that. But
to
I'll allow
Primtel.
it.
I feel like she's angry at me for some reason.
You can do it. Do it for the
20's too
whiskey.
many.
Don't
What?
do it for your son. Do it for the whiskey.
Wouldn't this be a hard to kill thing? It's for the whiskey survival.
Oh, that's going in the outtakes. But yeah, that's awesome. Outtakes.
Does this come under throwing? Throwing and catching?
Catching.
Yeah, there's no catching.
Sleight of
Probably falls under
That would be,
or agility.
agility.
somehow.
Yeah,
I'm
so
stressed out because of my dad.
would I not get my +1? Not +1 dice.
I was
but
too
my
busy
+1 for
eating it.
throwing?
I think that
Part
was
of
my problem.
The throwing catching.
No, I'll
duality?
allow that.
You really want that whiskey, don't you?
Yeah. 16.
No.
Oh,
I told you you needed 20.
damn.
I tried.
I look
Yeah.
at
What a
honestly,
waste.
I look at you in disappointment. I went and got the whiskey for us, and you made me drop it. Sorry, you made me. You
didn't catch it for him.
You didn't catch my whiskey.
Keep talking.
Serving you well.
So is there a swimming pool on this ship?
No.
I'm sorry. Is that a
I'm just a
normal
bit over the
thing?
humans,
swimming
and I
pool?
need to go for a
No,
swim.
there
There's
would
only
be
the
tanks.
octopod tanks.
Yeah.
There'd be
No,
tanks.
there's
I mean,
saltwater,
it's
I don't like that.
with it being a pirate vessel, there's not going to be anything like swimming pools or, there will probably be an abundance of dartboards and maybe even a gun range, but there wouldn't be any, even then, they would be kind of nervous.
Well,
if
I'm
you
feeling
use
bored
those.
and useless. Can I go do a diagnostic on their water filtration systems and make sure that their water filtration systems are working at top capacity?
I don't think they'll let you near them.
Come on! I'm Glitcore!
But you're unnecessary crew.
They totally trust the people who are
Oh,
bounties on
GM,
their head.
Yes.
I'd like to make a roll too. I want to look at my dad and then say, look, I'm going to need to follow Primtel. I've got some explaining to do. And I want to know whether I sort things out or not.
Wait, if you're
You're
going
gonna
to
need
sort,
to role
if
play
you're
that.
gonna, no,
You need to actually sort
I'm
things out.
going to have you roleplay that because I want to say this.
Shit.
I'm in a lot of Game Master forums, and these GMs spend a lot of time complaining of that they've got all these super high combat based characters, and they can't do any role play whatsoever. And I'm like, here, I post my link. Listen to this. Listen to my guys. They're awesome.
I'm just feeling quite bored and useless and a little bit forgotten and put out.
I feel like that Primtel's a little bit intense.
Hey there, everybody. This is Leslie D. Soul, author of the Fallenwood Chronicles, here to remind you that if you think you've got troubles in your life, you're not alone. Follow our hero Ash in my novels as she has to deal with depression, insecurity, rampaging dragons, heartache, pesky gnomes, betrayal, lack of fulfillment, confusion, inadvertent spell casting, having to deal with royalty, and more within the pages of my novels. The cure for your troubles is to breathe deep, keep going, and read Fallenwood.
The year is 1885, but not one that would be familiar to you.
Message for you, sir.
You know, it is tiresome having the world's greatest detective as one's mother.
Don't be silly.
What's the word?
I've a half dozen, armed with cutlasses.
Cutlasses?
These fine gentlemen behind us.
Yes, father.
You and Gwendolyn deal with them.
Yes, father. Ha!
Hurrah! Target practice.
No guns, you silly girl. This is an airship. Gwendolyn, are you all right, my dear?
Cyril just knocked out my swordsman.
The continued security and stability of the Empire relies on your efforts.
So, you know who I am.
I do. That's why I took your stick. Weapons out, men!
But he's gone!
Numbskulls, idiots! We mustn't let him escape!
Hey!
What is our next ritual?
Traditionally, it is walking out.
All right. Hang on.
Oh my!
Oh, Albert, you're not a thing. We are much amused.
Join us in 1 week as we once again visit with the first family of the realm, Brass.
Hey, this is Storycrafter Mike from the Steamrollers Adventure podcast. And
Space Commander Robbie.
You are not a space commander,
Oh,
Robbie.
Pew, pew.
Anyway,
Pew.
you're listening to StarFall on...
Pew, 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 pew.
All right, quit.
Pew.
Quit.
Pew.
You're listening to StarFall. Enjoy.
Pew, pew, pew.
Robbie.
Sorry.
And so I'm just wondering about the ship.
Okay. So,
I'm actually wondering about the ship, specifically looking at water delivery and exhaust systems, because I have, a certain hereditary interest in water filtration.
So, I'm going to go around the table. Bill, what is Dave doing?
Probably gonna go over my weapons and relax and prepare myself to whatever the hell comes next.
Okay. So pretty much hanging out in the cruise
Yeah,
quarters.
I'm kind of in limbo. I don't
Okay.
especially have a role at the moment.
Okay.
Probably need to clean at least a little bit of blood off my equipment.
Yeah. Jerry, what are you doing?
I'm gonna untie myself from whatever column I attach myself to, and I'm going to look for Katie.
Well, I am licking my knees because I obviously am very bad at running. And I'm going to go look for treats for my very awesome weasel.
Okay.
Because he deserves a treat.
You let the thing that loves ripping electronics apart onto the ship that we need to stay alive.
Yeah, well, it just saved us.
Yeah, but that doesn't count if we die now.
Oh, it's a short game. It's good.
Quick game's a good game.
He obviously loves me.
Turbo is hanging out, like doing the whole curious thing, like, ooh,
What can I eat now?
yeah, well, ooh, what's in here? Oh, look, here's lockers. Oh, let's see what I can. Oh, look. starts looking at the locks and seeing if it can try and pick at locks.
I think you can find these.
That's some pretty intense eyebrow action, I think.
You folks hear over the intercom to the crew, we have successfully reached Starfall. Navigator says that we should reach Helios in 1 day, give or take. We're going to see if we can plot the course without having to make a waypoint. If we do, we'll let you know. Engineering, damage reports on my desk in 2 hours. From there, there's a light over each of the bulkheads that basically the alert went from a red alert down to green. So now you guys are free to move about.
Are there any other equipment on the ship?
I'm sure you'll see some.
So since we're free to move around now, have I spoken to Primtel? Have we sorted things out? Because what I want to start doing is I want to go talk to the people that like the navigator and stuff like that. Because and also.
You have to roleplay that.
I think you should ask Primtel if you've sorted that.
I don't know yet. Like
You might need to actually talk to Primtel.
Well, I can do the Primtel talking later with those editing skills that we have here.
I think you could do it now.
I have confidence in the GM, who is also our editor. Very blue eyes, by the way.
Your
people.
confidence
present.
confidence isn't going to save your ass from being just
I know.
an inconsiderate douchebag.
Well, why aren't you complimenting Primtel on
I will
their
be.
eyes?
Very much so. She's lovely.
Z is lovely.
Z is lovely.
They're lovely.
Sorry.
She's lovely.
I'm a human. I make mistakes.
Obviously.
Really?
A lot of them.
Humans make mistakes and never really smell all that great either. Just saying.
I
Am I wrong, Jerry?
I was saying that she was
fun.
going to talk about me, but there she goes again.
I wear Terry by Dave all the time.
No.
Ding.
That's side business.
Like seriously, there is just not enough water in the world or disinfectant in the world to get rid of that strange kind of off cheesy mammalian smell.
That's what I live by.
The smell of semen just lingers. You were on Terry's ship. I'm sure you know.
Oh, I know. That's the one thing I must say. I'm glad that we're on this pirate ship now because they are much better at their use of disinfectant.
I trusted Jerry. I asked him what sort of disinfectant would get the semen off, and he said, "You smell delightful." Clearly, he was lying, and I'm not paying too
yes,
much.
because apparently humans
see a
don't
pirate walking by,
understand the
scratching
concept
himself.
of,
I'm protecting
getting
your health
paid.
and your feelings.
Trusted you, Jerry. I trusted you.
So, one of the pirates walked through the hallway. It's the same pirate that you saw before, the one with only one natural limb. She's probably about mid-30s.
I like how she smells because she smells because she smells of steel and mechanical lubrication, and that's just honest.
She says anybody wants to, the cook is pulling out some stew if anyone wants any. Oh yeah, there'll be some grog.
Jerry's tail tucks right up. That's the sound of stew.
Oh yeah, you'll like this.
Dave's tail perks right up
Wouldn't I
at the
need
sound
a
of
light
grog.
stew?
No, you just prefer.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. You don't have to eat live food.
Yeah.
It's just.
That's the stuff that hits the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
A good zapper burger, like a double zapper with a side of rats.
Things I do for you, man. Bring you on a pirate ship, give me food for free, man. I'm not saying any of this, dude, because I'm talking to Primtel. But
Are you?
Are you?
We can have
I
the
don't
chat
know what I'm
later.
doing.
We can have the chat
None of us
later,
do.
don't
Just
worry.
make the best
We
of
can
it.
talk about hygiene all you like.
You're having some sort of interesting meta conversation here.
I feel like I'm psychic.
I want
I
to go
don't
and
think Primtel
get a
gets that
quick
vibe.
snack and scope out if anyone, any of the muscle on board's around, and if I can see them in the mess hall, fine. If not, I'm going to go find, say, the armory or wherever they rack out.
Okay. So in the mess hall, there's like 4 or 5 tables. One of which there is a young woman who you would put her probably about 21, maybe about that age, between 18 and maybe 25. It's just that kind of age range. It's kind of hard to tell, mainly because of her greenish black hair, and she's got these antennae that are slicked back. She's also got this, looks like a tattoo that goes down her chin and then underneath her jaw, but the tattoo seems to change its size. It's kind of odd.
Oh my god, I want.
She's, the most notable feature is the fact that she has 2 green insect-like appendages that come out of her back that just kind of hang there, and they look like this.
Like a praying mantis.
Mantis arms.
Coming up out of her shoulders from behind her shoulder blade?
Yeah.
Are you sure you still want that, Jerry?
Jerry's a freak.
She's sitting there looking at this stew, and you can see that she's trying to decide whether or not she wants to eat it or not.
We're not having one.
She decides that she's going to get. She looks like she's getting comfortable, and she pulls probably the largest handgun you've ever seen, and she places it on the table. And she's just staring at the stew like, I might eat it, I might not.
Okay, questions. Do I have any sort of visceral instinctive reaction to her? Question number 1. And
No.
question number 2, what does she smell like?
I've been thinking of it.
You not sure what she smells like. Like nothing you've ever smelled before.
Terry, that's for sure. So, do they look like a glippin, or are they some are they like a hybrid?
Human hybrid of some kind.
This is they're she looks, the parts that are her are human.
So it's like a splice.
Yeah, it's almost like someone.
Chimera.
Yeah, a chimera, possibly a mutant. Mutants are not impossible.
Are
some
other
of the
people interacting with her at all?
they're staying clear from her.
I'm going to sit down opposite her and ask if she's
I
going to
know
eat
what
that.
that feels like. I sit down next to her.
Well, I think we're all sitting down with her, to be honest.
So probably the only
So
table
she
that's
sounds-
free.
Can she join our crew? Is that a thing that's possible?
Oh, I'm going to sit across from her and ask her if she's going to eat that and point to her.
GM's important to hear.
Yeah.
No, you don't really need him.
Nah. Well, there's a couple times I just let you guys go and I just kind of step back and let you guys roleplay.
You would step back and let us roleplay, except Terry refuses to actually apologize to Primtel, so there's no roleplaying there happening. I'm not bitter.
Well, you guys were at the table with this
I'm just sitting
mantis
down.
woman.
We're at
Okay.
the table.
I'm at the table.
I'm leading the charge. I'm sitting down. Nobody else is doing shit.
No, I already sat
You
down.
already
Nobody
said
else
they
is
were.
doing. Yet again, the
No.
non-human in the crowd, totally invisible.
Nobody has said they were sitting down.
Yeah, I thought I said well. All
I'm playing with.
it.
I'm not there. I'm with the weasel.
These
I'm
guys
trying
are
to
like,
find the weasel.
what the
You're in the
fuck's
corner
going
playing with
on?
the weasel.
That's going in the outtakes.
No, because the weasel is like going rifling through people's shit right now.
You're picklocking everything right
I'm not. The weasel is.
That'll hold up in court.
All right,
It was the weasel. It was the weasel.
She's looking at the stew and she's trying to decide whether or not she's going to eat it or not. She looks up at you and almost kind of shocked that you're sitting there. And she's like, "Hello?"
Who's she saying this to? The whole table in
Yeah,
general?
just
or-
in general. Just
Okay.
in general.
And I'm sorry, who's at the table? I sat down.
I'm standing behind because I'm quite large.
Dave showed up.
Old Terry's there too.
Terry followed in, looking remorseful and yet
Happy.
too arrogant to
Happy.
freaking apologize.
Happy because we had we had a sort of conversation.
I was what?
In your
What
head.
conversation
I smiled.
happened in your
I
head?
smiled at you. You
There
sort
has
of.
not been
No.
a conversation.
No, we sort of smiled at each other. I thought that was it. Clearly not.
You are still hallucinating, aren't you?
Had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Sorry, GM. Sorry.
No. Hey, player banter is great. Love it. Great for the show. Remember,
Until someone kills someone.
drama's good for the show. Battle's bad.
Oh, if you roll like 60,
So I look at
the mutant.
Insect Woman. Hi, Primtel, on the run. No clue where I am or who I'm with, and I thought since you were alone, it would be okay for me to sit here.
I nod. Terry nods.
Yeah, nods too.
And then there's these creatures.
If you're not eating that, I could take that off your hands.
I've got dibs. I asked first.
You did ask her about the plate.
Yeah, I did.
She says, "I
but
think I'm
you can't see
speaking of
my,
which-
my scaly ears. They're quite slim and streamlined, but you can't see them. But I didn't hear you.
Explain to me why that's my problem.
You can't pierce them.
That's so.
I really apologize for the human.
I apologize to the humans too.
Stop breaking things.
She says, "I'm kind of used to it. I think I am going to eat this." As she goes to try to use the spoon, and the act of using the spoon seems awkward for her. When she opens up her mouth, that what you thought was a tattoo is actually her lower jaw opening up, and she's trying to use the spoon, and it's like you realize that her mouth is not designed to eat liquid like. So she goes to take a bite of it. It starts to roll down her neck. She immediately gets embarrassed, grabs a napkin, and wipes her chin off. She slides the bowl in front of you. She says, "You can have it."
I'm like, that is so rude. You're on this crew, and they don't give you food in a way that you can eat it. That is just such a human-centric thing to do.
Oh, Primtel. By the way, have you ever tried to have someone eat food in zero-G gravity? I could probably teach you how to do that if she wants to eat and maybe have a chat with someone.
Terry, you do a lot of things in zero-G gravity that nobody needs to learn from you.
I feel like that eating food's important.
Yeah, but not in zero-G. And let's face it, the things you eat in zero-G have no nutritional value.
Protein.
So that's not what's happening at this table. Excuse me, yet again, Mr. Human-Centric. I was speaking to my new friend here. And I look back at Insect Woman, I'm like, is there something I can get you that would be more appropriate for your biological needs?
She says, "Maybe a chow."
Okay,
quick. Chow,
before
not
this
as in a
happens-
dog, but as a
A
chow.
chow is a chicken-cow mixed thing of livestock in this world.
Oh, we've encountered this before, haven't we?
Yes.
I'm
There were chows on camera.
Well, I don't know.
Chicken
Do your crew keep
Chicken
live
cow.
animals?
Chicken cow.
Because you know what, Jerry would be
Wait.
really interested in that too.
Oh yeah, I'm always in that.
Before we
Chows
go
are a
on
bit
too far
large,
into
but
this,
yeah.
I'm going to say Primtel, whatever this is, probably has needs too. And then I'm going to walk and get some food.
Oh, I think it's about I start laughing. I can't. I just.
Can we look at each other and have a bit of a giggle on that? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
cool.
yeah.
Terry and Primtel look at each other.
Terry's desperate to get back in Primtel's good graces.
Yeah.
I'll allow the mutual giggle on that one.
Ah, cool. We're good.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't know. Does your crew keep livestock?
Well, the last time they complained that the screaming of the animals kept everyone awake.
See, human sensibilities again. Seriously, you have to eat.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll.
It was her snoring. So you can't just screaming of the livestock.
Hey!
Oh yeah, I like you.
You can stay.
One of us.
She says, "Yeah, well, there's a chance we might get boarded when we land in Helios. And usually there's something for me to snack."
Oh yeah, because I find that churchies, you know what? I never used to like them, but if you marinate them long enough, they're really quite tasty.
She laughs. She says, "I prefer him still kicking, but that's okay." So, from what happens there is that she starts pulling out knives and starts sharpening them.
I didn't get her name. Does she have a name?
She says, "Tali." Okay. New players. So this way we can do proper introductions. I need you to say what your handle name, or your real name if you prefer, and the name of your character.
Alright. I'm Zan, and my character is Amphresia Macbeth. And she is pretty much a human commercial machine. She will sell you absolutely anything you want for a good price.
Okay, and Terry.
Sorry, what was the name again?
Amphresia Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Now, so you also have was it the stream? You
Yeah,
stream?
yeah. So I stream. I stream video games. I'm actually in the process of like changing everything over. So I'm on Twitch TV /Xandra and then _ because somebody else had Xandra. But yeah, I'm also on Twitter @ZanMac and I'm on Insta as Enchantress Xandra. So yeah, I'm restarting my stream up on the 15th of May.
She is also the voice of the Turbo Weasel.
Oh yeah, I am Turbo Weasel.
Which saved Arcady, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at living.
Making the noise for the Turbo Weasel, I actually gagged several times. I'm like,
And you're like, let's just work that in.
That's when Turbo Weasel gets wounded.
Yeah, just gagging.
Well, he's taking too much metal and he's like, oh.
No, that's Terry's professional.
Turbo Weasel and Terry got something in
Okay,
common.
and next,
Yeah, furries.
We gag,
John
we take
Dan,
too much in.
You go too fast?
I'm still working on a character name, so give me a couple of minutes to get back to me. I'm working on it. I'm just rolling with the punches, and it's gonna be
We're on a
Peg
pirate
related.
ship.
And both of you are
It's a titanium
playing humans?
peg leg.
Yes.
And you are members of the pirate crew.
Yeah.
The crew of the Sandman.
I guess so.
Sandman.
Okay.
We were going to do some Andrew Sisters stuff at one point. but-
Yeah, I still need to do that at some point.
Yeah.
Kink is extra.
It is.
Speaking of Kink extra and Karuna extra, closest.
Unfortunately, you're being mean to me tonight, so I might.
I am not being mean to you.
Primtel's being mean
Primtel is just a little put out about being ignored by the humans yet again.
By the way,
You know, that's the
the
best
comment
thing
about
about
doing the
role-playing
dishes,
is when you have...
that's a Navy thing.
It isn't.
That's not a female thing, it's a
No,
Navy
no,
thing.
it wasn't saying Primtel.
That's
It's not a female
the
thing.
best
It's
thing
a
about
male.
role-playing is when you have...
Primtel isn't male or female. Primtel is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got this beer.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jim. You're the best.
Thank you, Terry,
No
for
worries.
my beer.
No worries,
Thank
Primtel.
you.
Love
Somebody else's
you.
beer.
Mwah. Love you more.
Yeah, not in the game. I'm so sad.
If you would stop being sad and just have a conversation, we could fix this.
I'm
yeah?
trying, but you're googling the praying mantis woman.
Googling. Doing the googly eyes.
You Google it.
Googly
You Google it.
No,
Apparently I
because
do
I
the
believe
googly eyes.
ogling is the word
in
you're
a
looking for.
world of humans, there's not a lot of times I see somebody else with 4 arms, and that just makes me feel a little more comfortable.
Me too. It's alright. We'll get there. We'll have our chat. We'll go find some treasure, and we'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll scope out some systems.
Talking. Oops. I'll find some stuff in my bag.
Caroling
and
while
attach it to the
Googling,
side of
talking.
Terry, and then you can
Oh yeah.
Silent.
Old
I don't remember any of it.
Old Dreddy man on the island. She's like.
Okay.
On the island and after
So,
the island.
we're at the
on
table
that.
with Tali. Are we recording?
You're at the table with Talim. You two, and I am pointing at our new contestants, players.
Contestants are good.
Contestants.
Yeah.
Contestants.
I like
We're not
it.
sure if they'll live yet or not.
You are the new contestants on Try Not to Die.
Hell yeah, I'm in a mood today.
Save our-
okay.
save our
Have I mentioned I've had a bad week?
No, I don't need saving. It's a Turbo Weasel's job.
Okay.
Your job is to be close to the ground and in pain.
So,
Yes.
tell me what you guys are up to. What are you doing on this ship?
So my character.
So.
Well, that's about the usual time you take.
You need to pay for extra extensions.
So the damage I did to whoever was trying to deal us harm and I nearly disintegrated will be dealt back to me 12-fold. That just means the 12 people who chase after me can get disintegrated as well.
Yeah, but then you know how that goes. For those 12, there are going to be 12 for each of those. So this is quickly
And
going to
they tell 2
escalate.
friends, and so on,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
on.
This gets much worse than
So-
the grain of rice increasing for each number.
By
of
the time it
chessboard.
gets out of hand, there'll be a wall of their bodies too big for the rest of the 26,000 to climb over.
And they wonder why I have challenges with human aggression.
No, it's not aggression, it's retaliation.
Yes, but when does it stop?
When I run out of people to shoot.
Right.
I've been doing this for like 58 years. 2 years
Introduction's
old.
done. We've had a
Started.
conversation with a praying mantis person. We're in a cafeteria on a pirate ship, and just for the record, still not talking to Terry.
Add an extra point on your character sheet for the fact that you're pretending so well that you do not know to leave.
That's why they named it. Yeah, no, I recognize that straight away.
Different universe, different time, or different timeline, different game.
Same universe.
That name has been thrown around
A little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
One of Kevin's favorite non-player
so-
characters.
Next time on
StarFall Actual Play podcast.
Terry's here to make people happy, I'm here to make people sad.
All feel the sensation of an emergency starfall.
Hey, I'm out of here.
Had your chance.